Hey friends, welcome back. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back, friends. Welcome back. I'm here again. And if you're new, let me say this. If you're new, please remember to like right there, subscribe right there, and leave your comment. Leave your comment. Your comment is very important. Leave your comment. And also remember to share and remember to hit that notification bell, right? So whenever I post, you know that you will be notified. All right. I have, I have, I have. I have a good one for you today. I have a good one for you today. I have a good one for you today. I told you what I was coming with today. I told you what I was going to come with today. Please don't go anywhere because you're gonna want to hear this. Yes, welcome back, friends. Welcome back. All right. And as I said last week in my video, I told you that I will be coming with the female version of what type of woman are you? What type of woman are you? All right. And so we are going to explore that, right? We are going to explore these females that men ought to be mindful of, right? You ought to be aware of these character traits, women. So we are going to discuss, right? Because we can't talk about on the man and not talk about on the woman. So we are going to be going through that right now. All right, so the first one that we will be looking at is the unbeliever. The unbeliever. No, it's not only men having problem in believing in God and don't like to hear spiritual reasoning, right? It's not only men struggles with that, right? Women have that problem also, right? The unbeliever woman. All right. So if you ignore that, men who believe in God and want and you know um, looking to be saved in God's kingdom, you want to be careful of um, um, you know being involved with a unbelieving woman, because you will have problem, because if you ignore it and go ahead in that relationship and get married to that person, you're going to have a problem, because when you want to discuss spiritual things and you want to do the spiritual things of God, you're going to have a problem, because if she didn't change all of that from before, then she's not going to change now to please you, or to accommodate your spiritual side. So you may want to explore that as well. So make sure that she's on the same side of you, because remember the Bible speaks about it, in Second Corinthians 6 verse 16, where it tells you that you should not be unequally yoked with unbelievers, right? And that can be a real problem. So you want to be mindful of that. All right, you want to be mindful of that. Now the next one that we will be looking at is abuser. Yes, abuser. Many times we think that is the men that is on, right? Many times we think that when we speak about the abuser, you automatically you think that, yeah, it is coming from a man, right? I mean, yes, we have seen it in our society today where, you know, it's the men who is the abuser of women and all of that. But let me tell you, women, you have women who struggles with that as well, right? Yeah, you do have women um, struggles with that, right? Abusing their husband, right? And men um, have, you know, men are struggling also to come out and speak on that, right? Because the men look at it as something to be ashamed of, right? So there are many men out there who are being abused by women, and they are not speaking out because they are saying it will put them down as a man, right? It will put them down as a man to come out and say a woman is abusing them, right? So a lot of men are being abused by women and they are not coming out with it. So men, you are to be mindful of the abused women, right? You are to be mindful of that, right? Be careful because if this person is that type of person who love to fire lick on you, you know, and she don't see nothing wrong with it or to be changed from doing that. Don't think that when you marry that person is going to change from that. It might become worse, right? So you ought to be mindful of these abused women, right? Yeah, you have to be mindful of light and women who love to fire lick. Yeah, you ought to be mindful of that, man. Yeah. All right. So the next one that we are going to be looking at, controller, right? The women who love to be in control and manipulator, right? Manipulator as well. So you have to be careful of the um, the control women, right? The women who love to be controlled, right? You have to be very careful of um, these women um, who are very controlling because um, it can get very dangerous also, right? Because you would find it that they will start to get jealous. They will start to get jealous, and you know when it reaches the point where jealousy cannot be they cannot control it because they let it take them over. Um, they will step it up a notch by searching even, you know, your phone and check you out very often, where you went, where were you know, those type of things. And next thing you know, you are gonna be um, you're going to be accused of cheating when nothing like that is in the pipeline. So these controllers, right? These controllers you are to be mindful of, right? These women who are controlling and manipulating, you know, you have to be very careful of these women, men. Be very careful. Be mindful of these women, right? Be mindful of these women because they can make your life very, very uncomfortable, right? Very uncomfortable, right? Very uncomfortable because if you're dating a woman who like that and she don't see the point changing and she's saying that's her, that's how the way she is, be careful because if you venture into marriage with um, such a person, your marriage will be a control one and will be miserable. You will not be um, uh, free um, free to be honest in your marriage relationship, right? You will be accused and accused all over and over and over, right? So you have to be careful of women who love to be controlled and a woman that is manipulating, right? So be careful of these women, men. Be careful, right? Be careful. Now, the next one that we will be looking at is a hungry, contentious woman. A hungry, contentious woman. Hope I pronounce that correctly. I have list tongue, so see with me. Right? So you have to be careful of a hungry, contentious um, woman, right? So you want to be careful of a woman um, like this, right? You ought to be careful because if if she can't control her anger and you're dating a woman who get upset um, at at everything, like upset in situations, and you see that she can't handle it, she just always get upset, right? And she don't see any need of working on it and change from that anger. Don't think that when you married such person, marriage is going to um, change her. It might get worse, right? It will get worse if she don't desire to put away that anger, or if she don't desire to learn how to deal with it. It can get worse on you, right? So don't ignore it and say when you get married, the marriage will change. A lot of times we think that marriage changes the character of the person. No, marriage doesn't change us. Don't change anyone. The same way you get in is the same way you're going to be when you get married, right? So if you're dating and you see all these traits about the person and you discuss it and the person are willing to work on it, right? The person are willing to work on it, and you get married to the person, it will get worse, right? It can get worse. You understand? So marriage, friends, don't change anyone. So we need to get that out of our head. Marriage doesn't change anyone. And a lot of times we ignore signs and we ignore things and say when we get married, the person will change because of love and all of that. It doesn't work like that, friends. Right? That is why dating is in place first. You date, go out with the person, get to know the person. When you go out in public with the person, you will see the person reaction to different things and conversations, right? So you get to know the person by convoying with the person, right? Conversations will let you know who the person is, right, presently, and who the person will be um, further further on, or even you will get your answer if when you marry this person will be, that person you would want to spend the rest of your life with, right? So you date, talk, go out, see how the person react outdoors when you go out in public, how the person behave and how the person operate in conversations and all these things, right? So you have to do that to know the person, right? So that is why dating put in place first, right? For you to get to know the person, and if someone you can work with, right? Or someone you can spend the rest of your life with. So these things are very important, friends. They can be very dangerous, right? They can be very dangerous. While some maybe can you can compromise and work on some of these little things, but zoom in carefully, right, and all these traits that persons will have about them, right? I mean, all of us at times we have a little of these traits, right? But it is better to have a little of these than have the whole complete package of these traits, right? Because it will be harder to control, right? And it will be hard to get rid of, right? So it is better to have a little, because all of us have a little of these things within us, right? And so we have to be mindful of all these things, right? So I leave it here, friends. I leave it here. I hope that you enjoy this little reasoning, and hope it will be of benefit to someone. The next time we meet again, friends, we will be looking at the character that we should possess, right? The character, the true character that we should have, right? The true character that God would want you and I to have, right? So we can have a happy life, right? In spite of what is happening, right? So we will explore those characters the next time we meet. So look out for that. Look out for that. So friends, remember to like, subscribe, and share and comment, friends. Share my videos, share, encourage someone to watch my videos and to subscribe, and because my video is all about edifying and uplifting relationships and keeping families together. So keep it breezy, friends. Until next time, we will meet again and reason more.